Witi, or just West for short, and I'm 23 years old.
My name is Carmen Melendez, and I'm 25 years old.
My name is Milton Witi. I'm 45 years old.
I'm Garifuna.
I'm a Garifuna.
I'm Garifuna, and I'm very proud to say that.
Both of my parents are from Honduras. I was born in the Bronx, and I've been living here my whole life.
I'm from Honduras, and I live in New York.
I am from Islas de la Bahía, Honduras, and I live in New York City.
I'm from Honduras, and I live in the Bronx right now.
The Garifuna culture begins in the island of St. Vincent around the 1600s. When the British arrived in the island of St. Vincent, they start trouble with the Garifuna people.
They were trying to colonize us, and simply put, we weren't having it. There was a civil war. We had the French as our allies, and from there, we were just simply exiled because we lost the civil war.
Garifuna people fled to Honduras, Belize, Guatemala, many Central American countries, where many of them reside today. Garifuna culture, came from a mixed background.
Garifuna culture is a combination of Arawaks and Caribs, and also the language is a combination of French, English, and Spanish. We have traditional dishes, which most of them are cooked with coconut, fish, cassava, plátanos, green bananas.
Here we have macaroni and cheese. It's not so much a Garifuna dish, but it is an adaptation of it. Food definitely is one of my favorites.
We have fried chicken,
Kudutu, some homemade donuts, mashed bananas, stranded rice, eggs, and refried beans, and sour cream, and plátanos, and tortillas. I love it.
To Honduras, the Dugu, which is a ritual, in honor of the dead, I believe.
Pay respect to the ancestors, which means that there is a time in life that every family has to come together in order to remember all their ancestors.
They help us in our future. They can also guide us to where we need to be.
The ancestors reveal themselves, like they come and they possess the body of one of their loved ones, and through that person they start speaking. They could say that they love the ceremony and they are happy to see the new generations that they have left on this earth. We have the responsibility to keep that culture together. We try to encourage the parents to speak Garifuna to the children. That's the best way they could transmit the culture to the new generation.
As soon as I have my kids, I will instill in them what my father has, which is the pride that I have for my culture.
I definitely plan on teaching them the language, the dance, and the culture, because they need to know where they're from, even if they were born here.
Definitely, I want them to, learn about their culture, who they are, where they came from, and be able to say that they're Garifuna, proudly, and to have something different to bring to the community. In New York, I don't really see it really growing, seeing how many people don't teach their kids their dialect or culture as strongly as it should be shown. But I think in Honduras it'll remain something that us Garifuna people hold very strongly, something that we have that's a treasure, which will, if held on to, priceless treasure that they can find redemption in.
The new generation can understand the value of the Garifuna culture, the Garifuna tradition.
What's in store for us is, I'm afraid to say it, but we might not even have as of a strong culture as we have right now, because the youth is not really following the traditions. They're not really in touch with the culture. So we might actually be losing our culture.
I see a very bright future, especially here in the United States, because there are a growing number of Garifuna children and young adults who are going to school, who are being very successful. And I think this is very good because I don't feel like they're the type to forget about where they came. You know, so they're going to take that, they're going to keep that in the back of their heads, and they're going to move forward, but they're always going to know that they came from a Garifuna culture, and I would love to see them come back to the community and help those who just, you know, who need help and guidance.
Whatever our ancestors sacrificed for, what they fought for, so we have to value it. It's so important to us that this culture do not disappear.
This poem that I'm going to recite to you is a poem that I wrote 2 years ago. It happened after I spoke to my dad about our culture, and I just felt really inspired. So this is called I Have Seen My Ancestors. I have seen my ancestors in the sun-browned skin of my uncles and brothers, and in the calloused hands and feet of my grandmother. I have seen the ships that brought my ancestors from St. Vincent in the stories of my people and in my dreams. I have tasted the salt from the cries and from the oceans their bodies now belong to. I have seen my ancestors in the wrinkles of my father's face and in the words when he speaks our language. I have seen my ancestors, and they have told me that they weep for our children who refuse to see them. Children who do not realize the beauty and sadness of a people that has since long lost its way home. I have seen my ancestors.